Wow, man, we're really bad at podcasting. I mean, you are.
Welcome to the Unnamed podcast, hosted by two men who display the highest level of professionalism.
Why is this my dead air?
I'm a national joke now. I can't even eat fucking 11 candies.
Fucking disaster.
Respect for their listeners.
No, I'm just saying, if you want your podcast to be more interesting or entertaining, you could definitely, be funnier. Put stuff out there.
And each other.
Look, I'm just saying, Mike, that maybe you could be a little more considerate, okay? You've been kind of a dick.
You're all lashing out like a little bitch.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fucking kill you when the show's over. It's not easy being a single guy that lives by himself with two cats. You gotta fuck a pillow at some point and call it a girl.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for waiting 5 more minutes for my drugged out ass. This is episode 8 of the Unnamed podcast, the podcast without a name because we are lazy as shit. All right. So we get the call-in line open. It is 1-855 Zen Bomb. See, I went with Zen Bomb instead of Zen Boobs because I decided not to be so childish like other people want to be.
I think Zen Boob is probably better. I think that sticks in your mind.
You think so?
Yeah, well,
Zen Boob or Zen Bomb then?
Zen Bomb, I mean, in this age of terrorism, I think
Whoa,
it's kind of
whoa,
exposing
let's
us
not-
to a lot of innocent
Let's not go there. All right. We also have the chat room open. People can interact with us there anonymously, as most people do.
Bunch of fat idiots over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't say that. Let's see. So we have the call line open. We have the chat room open. Can everybody hear us okay in the chat room? Just let us know.
You know they can.
I hope that they can.
They can hear us good.
Holla. Okay.
Just tuning in. Where have you been, idiot?
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
What's up?
So good to see you guys in the chat room.
It is good to see them in the chat room.
Shut up, Mike. We hate them.
I'm so bad at this.
We've been over this, man. They're below us.
Well, I didn't get a friendly
reminder.
reminder on Facebook. Well, I've been busy.
Excuse me? I sent out like 1 million. I spammed everyone with...
I've been busy.
I'm already frustrated with the
Are you?
commenters. Well, I work all day at Patch and then I come home to this shit.
You slave over a hot over some hot news takes.
I do.
You do.
Actually, I spent
Nobody ever answered us on whether or not they can hear us. Am I assuming that they can hear us?
I think that was implied by all the hellos after you asked.
I don't know.
See, now they're talking about
there we
topical
go.
shit. What all day at Patch. I don't really remember what I did today. Psych.
I like the new podcast open. Actually, I like that backing track. It's nice.
The Kanye track?
Yeah, I like that.
That is one of my favorite Kanye songs.
That's also one of my favorite Kanye songs too. Did you ever see the video for it? Video for it's
No.
crazy.
No.
It's supposed to be sort of it's supposed to be metaphorical. You know, the way that Kanye described it. It's like, you know, one of his various transformations into trying to be a better person, I guess, and
One of his flourishes of genius.
one
yeah.
of them, yeah.
Sure.
And one of those flourishes of geniuses, of course, must have escaped him when he married Kim Kardashian, though. No, they didn't get married. They just had a kid, right?
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
They definitely had a kid, but
Yeah. Well, flashes of genius must have not been with him at that moment.
well, what's wrong with Kim Kardashian? She seems like a very nice girl.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I actually don't find anything wrong with Kim Kardashian at all, actually.
Are you talking aesthetically, or do you mean like philosophically?
I don't know anything about her philosophies.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, aesthetically, I guess you would say.
I got you.
But, I mean, people say first of all, people said that she was fat when she was pregnant, but she's fucking pregnant. I mean, she's pregnant and she's got like a tank ass. So, it's, I mean, what do the people expect?
Yeah, just your typical women bashing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm way above that, by the way. I don't do that kind of stuff.
You are. I notice you're very respectful to the ladies.
It is very easy to get in their pants when you're respectful to them.
It is totally.
I'm just talking to you straight kids. That's how
Yeah.
it works.
So other ways to interact with us are feedback at theunnamedpodcast.com, but
It's an email address.
it is an email address. I don't know. It's a little known thing called
Mhm.
email. It's new.
Fading into obscurity.
Well, it is actually.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And, let's talk about that for a second, because there was this big uproar over the Gmail,
Right.
over Google saying, you can't expect any sort of, you have no expectation of privacy. Well, they didn't really say that, right? They didn't say that verbatim, that you have no expectation of privacy. Did they? I think that they said it in a manner, kind of in a matter of speaking.
It was within the, I'm certainly very terrified of the surveillance state and everything that's going on.
I know you do.
So with all due caveats, I think that line, I believe it was no reasonable expectation
Oh, okay,
of privacy.
reasonable.
Was within a specific context of a lawsuit against Google for scanning emails for keywords and that kind of stuff.
Right.
To produce
and,
ads.
and they wanted this group with the class action lawsuit wanted Google wanted the government to make those types of content scanners illegal, like automated content scanning illegal, which would make spam bot, essentially anti-spam measures illegal and stuff like that. I mean, in addition to scanning for ads, right, or scanning for Google's advertisement,
right, yeah.
That would make spam bots illegal as well.
I did not know about that. That's very,
Because
very interesting.
if you think about it, and I saw where Google was coming from. I saw where Google was coming from because Google said, "Listen, we understand." They said we understand that that you guys are worried about NSA. You're worried about your privacy being violated and your emails being turned over to NSA, but that's not happening here. Google said that they're not part of the whole PRISM thing, and
I think they're full of shit about that.
Really? You think that they could really lie about that?
I think that they're obligated to.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Google is like
They all put out that statement saying... I think what they probably did was put out a statement that had some kind of mitigating, semantical trick in it, that they're not technically collecting something
But
such and such.
Google does have a portion or a spot on their website where they disclose when they've had to, disclose information to the government.
Right. My understanding is that's from specific requests from court orders. I do believe that they're actively participating in the PRISM thing.
Well, okay. So 2 takes on that I have. One, I guess the whole Edward Snowden thing just confirmed, I think, what everybody, suspected, right? Is that, I mean, even since I was a kid, that people were saying that the government was listening on the phone calls.
A lot of people say that, but I think that's pretty new. I mean, like 10 years ago, this was the kind of shit I used to joke about, like Bush doing. And now, I don't know. I never really thought that the government was collecting every email.
I don't know. Maybe I watched too many movies. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I guess the cynic in me thought that, but I was like, no, that's just too audacious or something. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, maybe let me go back and revise my statement. I never really seriously thought that the government or somebody, the police or whatever, or FBI were listening in on my phone calls.
Yeah.
But I always kind of joked that it was a possibility. Like,
Totally,
even when I was little, like, is the FBI overhearing this conversation? I mean, like, the FBI would be interested in any fucking stupid conversation I had anyway. But now I think that the whole Edward Snowden thing just confirmed it, and that's an amazing amount of damage control the government has to do, first of all, and second of all, I mean, I guess second of all, it doesn't surprise me that that the government would be able to, sort of reroute all internet traffic to whatever, to like some listening location where they can have an army of engineers decode and untangle this sort of web of internet traffic. It doesn't surprise me because the internet backbone is more or less government controlled in a way.
Well, how so?
I know that I actually think that the IP addresses for the internet falls under sort of a international consortium, but I believe that the U.S. government is part of that, and also. If you trace the route of a packet, across or a data packet across the U.S., I mean, I believe that it touches routers that are owned by the U.S. government. I mean, that owned by the U.S. government, maybe like a different agency, not necessarily owned by the NSA, but owned by, say, FAA or not FAA. I'm sorry, FCC or something like that, something to that effect. So, for me, the government having a tap on the internet backbone that reroutes everything to this big data center in Utah that they have,
right?
Where everything can be kind of decoded and used for whatever sort of game that they want. It doesn't surprise me. And maybe. I don't know. I can't think of any way that it's sort of altered my habits online because I don't know. I know this isn't the right answer, but I don't do anything illegal online. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do anything suspect. I know. I'm such a fucking tool. I use Tor for all that anyway. So.
Oh, the Tor stuff.
Is Tor compromised now?
That's that deep web stuff, right?
Yeah, but I really don't use Tor.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, they got rated big time.
Did they?
Yeah. Not to get too nerdy. I bet everyone's fucking tuning out by now. This is getting to some nerdy shit.
I actually wonder how many people are tuning in. But, yeah, go on.
Well, I think that they closed down, what was it, Liberty Networks or whatever the major server host guy was. They indicted him on a bunch of child porn charges.
No shit. That does not surprise me.
Well, this is what's really interesting, though, is what they're saying now is that whatever investigative agency took him down, they're mimicking basically a worm attack that Anonymous conducted a couple years ago on Lolita City or some kind of child porn thing on the Tor network. Anonymous did it to them a couple years ago, and they exposed a bunch of pedophiles.
Wow.
And now there's reports of this worm going around on everyone that's accessing the Tor network. And then there's a lot of speculation that it came out right after the guy was arrested, and I wonder if it was implanted by some kind of
FBI
Jesus
Christ.
To do a huge bust on. Yeah, dude.
Jesus, that's scary shit.
I know.
Because the Tor network is
it's not scary for me, because I'm
right.
My child porn days are behind me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was long ago.
Yeah,
it was 2009. But
exactly, it was a different time.
But yeah, it is scary because Tor is.
Oh, hold on, everyone! Someone's bored in the chat room. I didn't realize someone was Zing in the chat room.
Oh,
someone's bored. Everyone, everyone, stop talking and let's address this.
Excuse me, I can't read that. Is that Ustreamer 420
42321?
Wow. Okay. Explain yourself.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What would you like us to talk about?
Yeah, what's on your mind?
We're going to wait.
Dick?
We're going to wait.
Let's stop the whole podcast. I'm ready to hear it.
We're gonna wait.
Oh, little pussy man can't make a comment, I guess. Little old pussy man. Big man in the chat room. Oh, he's still entertained, but he's asleep, or she's asleep. I don't want to discriminate.
That's another one. That's a different streamer.
Oh, well,
See,
don't.
Isn't that so stupid? The whole anonymizing thing. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris didn't mean that.
Seinfeld.
I said we get to the freaking second half of the show, for
Shit.
Christ's sake.
I really wish they didn't censor stuff.
I know. Me
Could
too.
be anything.
Fuck you, stream, for thinking that they can, nanny the chat room for me.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank goodness that Ustream tells me what's decent, what I can read, and what I can't. Thank goodness.
It's just like fucking Obama, dude.
Well, you know what?
It's like a drone.
We're gonna
attack
do
up
some
in
other
this.
things before we get to the Seinfeld thing. In fact, we need callers. We need a caller, at least one caller.
Maybe Captain Smartass would like to challenge me
Yeah.
onto the trivia.
Yeah, I'd really like Joe Griffin to call again, or Sean Beadle. One of those guys.
Yeah,
to
one of
call
those
in.
guys can call in. I know that fucking
Regular contributor. If they call in again, they can be called regular contributor to the show.
You'll get a free hat.
I don't.
Oh,
think
we're
we
out of
can-
hats?
Yeah,
We're
we're
out of
out
hats.
of hats. Yeah.
Okay, well you won't.
You get a free bottle
hat.
cap.
Yeah, you will get some kind of kudos.
What kind of trivia? Seinfeld trivia. Like,
Jesus Christ, do these people even read what we put out? We've been marketing this for like a week, people.
no wonder nobody fucking listens.
I
mean,
just,
it's-
man, we should just pack it up. What
Yeah.
kind of trivia? Idiots.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. We really should pack it up. So,
All right, it's been great, everybody.
yep. Thanks everybody.
Thanks a lot.
Yep. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thanks for a good fucking 20 minutes of show.
Yeah, had a great
Assholes.
time.
No, just kidding. I wouldn't bail on you guys. Chris is already out the door, but
Yeah, I'm in the toilet
Oh.
now.
Yep, talking to you straight from the can.
Woo.
I wish I had a splash sound drop. Ugh. Hey, did you ever watch That 70s Show?
I heard about that.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
What did she die from? So
she
the
had problems with drugs.
of course, the sister, Foreman's sister, died at 43. She's actually older than I thought she was, actually. She voluntarily checked herself into rehab earlier this week, and then, yeah, she must have. It doesn't say here on this page that I've got what did it, but it must have been like the same thing as the guy from Glee, drug cocktail, right?
yeah.
Cocktail of drugs and booze, right? What's that say?
You've mic'd Chris's bathroom.
Oh, we haven't.
No,
We
yeah. Well,
should.
The NSA is already in there, so
Oh,
you might
well.
get some feedback.
Oh,
saying
that's who handed me the paper towels when I went in there last time.
They're very friendly.
They are.
Did you tip them? Because they will fuck you up.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Shit. I'll have new Xanax girl do that.
NSA agents only make like $2 an hour, dude. That's like their fucking salary.
Really?
So yeah, dude.
What do they live on commission? Not commission. They live on wages. God damn it.
They live on tips.
Thank you. I'm on some pretty serious painkiller right now, so it's just excuse my flubs.
Why are you on so many drugs tonight, Mike?
I may.
Is there something wrong with your dick or something?
No, you don't take painkillers for that.
Maybe you just haven't had as many dick problems as I have. But you definitely can.
I have a problem with a dick right now, sitting across from me.
Yeah, it is. Must be pretty distracting, huh?
No, I have a
big and floppy like that. So big.
not
So
to wax about my health problems here, but I have a kidney stone, and it's fucking brutal. Let me tell you. If anybody out there, any of the guys out there, I think that I feel like the women might pass a kidney stone a little bit, just slightly easier than a guy does. Because with a guy there's that little extra. Plus, women giving birth too, so
Yeah.
not out of their urethras. though.
That's true.
That's true. So it's a little biology 101.
According to what I have read.
How would you know?
How
Yes,
would I know?
It is gross. I agree. It is gross because it has not been pleasant. I'll say that. It's I don't know what they're referring to. How would you know?
If it would hurt more or less for a woman, I'm assuming.
Oh, well,
Because you're a man.
because I'm a doctor.
Mike is a doctor. Doctor of funk.
It's the male equivalent of giving birth. Yes, to a fucking a 6 centimeter calcified stone out of a 3 centimeter opening. I don't know. I think, to be fair to the women, I can't equate anything with giving birth. I cannot, and I won't, because they actually, giving birth is a brutal thing.
You know, there is a viral video I saw. I don't know, like these
For what?
From some show. I don't know. The doctors basically put electrodes on the certain muscles that would contract hard if a male were to, say, give birth, and they simulate childbirth on the men, and the men were not very pleased.
No.
They seemed to a bit of pain.
No.
So I
No.
do, yeah.
No, it is extremely uncomfortable. I'll say that. It's I mean, the kidney stone, that is. The kidney stone is extremely uncomfortable.
It's up there.
I don't like it.
Yeah, dude.
I don't like it. I don't recommend it. It's you know, and I was saying earlier that I was saying earlier to you, Chris, that so I get to the hospital like 1 a.m, and I'm obviously in some severe pain. I mean, I'm walking, like this with this kind of hunched over gait, and I can talk, but I'm like obviously strained voice. And so I get there at 1 o'clock. I get the bag of fluid to hydrate me. It's not until like about 3:45 or so that they say, "Oh, do you want some pain medicine?" I'm like, fuck, of course I do.
Why do you think I'm in a hospital?
Yeah, no, I'm just here to tell you guys about my fucking kidney stone. And then the guy, the doctor comes in and is like, "So did you follow up with a urologist? Because this is my second bout with kidney stones. First one was in May, and I went to Winchester Hospital, and they put me on pain medicine like right away. It was like the best 3 hours of sleep I've gotten in my life. was that in that emergency room in that bed, I'm like whacked out on whatever drugs they gave me.
Oh, you don't even know?
I think they gave me tramadol.
I've never even heard of that.
I think tramadol is like the next. I think tramadol is like the next step up from Novocaine. I think, or Toradol. It's either Toradol or tramadol. I forget. But
damn.
No, they didn't give me morphine. I wish that they did, because man, I'd be having a fucking good time. But I did have a Percocet left over from the last time I had and I never take that stuff ever. In fact, I had the Percocets left over from the last time I had kidney stone because I didn't take it. So I took one right. I'm right here, dude. You know what I mean? What? Oh, you're a supplier?
What's that?
What do you mean you're right here?
Well, you're hoarding pain pills. I mean, there are millions of people in America that need those things and don't have prescriptions
they need them?
for them.
Yeah.
They need them.
They do, huh?
To live.
Where? We can talk after the show, Chris.
How
much you got on you?
A few hundred usually.
Really? Really? Because I get some bills to pay.
A few hundred cents.
Ah, you fucker.
Oh.
What? So, yeah, I'd never taken any sort of painkiller like that ever in my life. Like,
really?
Yeah, I'd stick to if I'm really in some severe pain, I take like 800 milligram of ibuprofen or something like that, which is heavy duty still.
Yeah, that's.
But it's not that heavy duty. It's not prescription strength, right?
No, yeah.
So, which, by the way, not to digress, but by the way, I knew somebody at the Toys R Us I worked at who was fucked up on ibuprofen. He told me he took like 1,200 milligrams of ibuprofen. He was fucked up big time.
Can that even happen?
He looked fucked up.
Well, I bet it would make you sick, but
oh please! All the shit this guy's done in his life, if 1,200 ibuprofen took him down, milligrams of ibuprofen took him down, it'd be it'd be hilarious. Quite honestly.
What happened to him?
He said he was just all fucked up. He said it was like he was taking like a narcotic essentially, but without having it be a narcotic. Weird.
Wow.
Yeah, I learned more than I wanted to know about drugs from that guy.
This guy sounds great.
Oh, he was a
cool
trip.
Guy.
Yeah, well, someday he can almost throw a knife into your head while you're unloading the truck.
Same guy.
Same guy, yeah, same guy.
Oh, okay. I remember him.
Yeah, they used to call him Captain K for Klonopin, which is fucking hilarious. So yeah, I never ever take these things, and I swear to God. I took it on an empty stomach, too, which was a mistake. I swear to God, some of the fucking shit that I was, like, imagining around me was unbelievable. It was like,
Such as?
I mean, I can't remember, but it was
okay.
you know, you get like the auditory hallucinations, and you know, you kind of have that half awake, half asleep kind of thing going on. It's just weird. You have a little more experience in the drug realm than I do. You know, I have a government security clearance, so I can't really do that shit.
Forgot you were a G-man.
Not really. No, I'm out of there now.
You're out of the game.
Yeah, I'm out
of the game.
But yeah, so the 3.5 hours till they gave me some fucking pain medicine. It was, and this time they gave me, I think it was Toradol too.
Was it intravenous?
Yeah.
I bet that was.
But it still didn't take effect for like 15, 20 minutes or so, because they hooked me up and like it's just, I don't know. It was still the pain was in my kidney mostly. I mean, in the back, and it was so bad that I couldn't breathe in, I couldn't cough or whatever, and then couldn't really move very well. And even after they gave me the bag of Toradol, it still hurt like a motherfucker, still. And then finally, just at some point, I just fell asleep, and then I woke up at like 5:45 in the morning, and then essentially they were just kicking me out at that point.
Nice.
But they said, yeah, follow up with the urologist. We really can't do anything for you. And I'm like, great. Thanks for the.
Wow, what a fun day.
They made sure to get me into the X-ray room though. That's for sure, because the last time I went, I got a bill. In which my insurance covered, 90% of it, right, or 95% of it. The bill was for $100, which is the emergency room fee or copay. The rest of the bill was $4,900. $5,000 fucking dollars for me to go into the emergency room for 3 hours. This is the last time. For 3 hours, they can do a CAT scan. They gave me some fluids, and that's it. And they sent me on my way.
And they paid for 95% of it?
The insurance company paid for $4,900. I don't know the exact math.
That is a lot of money.
I mean, my copay for emergency room is $100. And the same. Now I'm sure I know. The CAT scan itself was $3,300.
That is
CAT scan,
disgusting.
and the CAT scan was like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I mean, imagine. Okay, now somebody would argue like, well, they got to pay the people to run the CAT scan, they got to pay the radiologist, and they got to pay for the upkeep of the machine. Yeah, I'm sure with all the fucking people that are getting CAT scans, that's been paid for many times over. And I
remember reading some report that hospital fees throughout the country are wildly all over the map, and there's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
What is that? Did they give you what? I could put that fucking monitor closer to me.
Flomax?
Oh, they did. Yes, they did. Flomax.
It's called Flomax?
I know, it's so stupid.
Wow. Sounds like something off Ren and Stimpy.
Don't whiz on the electric fence,
Yeah,
Chris.
that's ridiculous.
But yeah, yes, Flomax does help. But I mean, I don't know. I think that unfortunately, I think that the stone is pretty large. A friend of mine had, not that kidney stones are very prevalent, but maybe they are with the lack of nutrition that some people get, but namely myself. But my friend, a really good friend of mine, had kidney stones surgically removed from his kidney because they were so big.
Ouch.
Some of them can get like really fucking like. I mean, you think about a 6 centimeter, which is 5 centimeters. I think is like the max you can pass like on your own. 5 centimeters is fucking huge.
It's very big. Yeah, that is big.
And that's why I posted on my Facebook last night. Like, I'm totally feeling Kramer's pain here.
Yeah.
A Kramer with
excellent tie into the show, by the way.
Oh,
I was like, he has a fucking kidney stone? Like, this is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was eating stuff out of the trash this morning. I was like, this is all coming together for a big win for me.
And then somebody yelled fire, and you pushed over an old lady. Somebody had to lead, Chris. Somebody had to lead.
Exactly.
You needed a leader in times of chaos.
And they had to lock the door behind him.
Did you see this story about? And I don't know. I actually don't know who Sheryl Sandberg is. Do you know who she is?
Sheryl Sandberg?
Yeah. No idea.
Not Andy Sandberg's.
No, Sandberg, not Sandberg.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck Andy Sandberg. But wait, what? You could totally give birth. Oof. Yeah, I don't really want to give birth though.
I think it gets bigger than that.
Birth? The don't. Doesn't
What is
doesn't
it,
the
like
cervix
10?
doesn't the cervix dilate to like 20 centimeters or something like that?
I think
Some
it's
fucking ridiculous.
something much bigger
bullshit
than
like
5
that.
centimeters. Yeah. Those
Somebody-
pusses get big.
somebody-
I'm
some-
gonna tell you what.
Somebody help us in the chat room, please.
Yeah.
I'm-
How
I'm-
big do
I'm not-
pusses get?
I'm not. I
That's
see. I
the
don't think. I
question.
don't think it's the puss. I think it's the internals of the puss.
Who cares? I just want to know like how big the
All
puss
right.
gets.
If anybody on UStream knows how big the puss gets when you when you give birth,
Because the internal stuff counts as the puss.
somebody on UStream hasn't seen a censored in months.
10 centimeters. That's what I thought.
10. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So you could give like half a baby out.
What am I, King Solomon? That was that was.
biblical humor.
Thank you.
Always good.
Anyway, Sheryl Sandberg. I don't know who. Let's see. Some foundation called Lean In Foundation.
Okay.
Found a copy of an unpaid job listing. Lean In Foundation's editor at large tried to delete. Oh, Facebook's COO. Oh, that's who it is. Sheryl Sandberg. She made $91 million last week.
Last week.
Yeah. So she put out this this job listing for an editorial intern. Right? Yeah. Editorial intern to work with our editor in New York. Part-time, unpaid, must be highly organized with editorial and social chops, able to commit to a regular schedule through end of the year. Design and web skills a plus. Hit me up. Start date ASAP. I think actually this article is wrong. It's put up by somebody named Jessica Bennett. I don't know. The article's all messed up. But my question is, aren't interns unpaid?
Well, there was that new Supreme Court ruling, right? Came up pretty recently about how interns have to be paid now, I believe.
Really?
I might be wrong about that.
Because I know that for satellite radio, for Sirius XM, they have summer interns, and summer interns are not paid.
At Patch, we have interns. They're paid $10 an hour.
That might as well not be paid for real.
Yeah.
For how much?
Absolutely.
For how much they ask the interns to do
Sure, no doubt.
over there? Yeah, they might as well not get paid.
It's more than I made interning when I was that age, though.
Did you really make money as an intern? It's crazy.
No, I mean I made no money.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So wait, there's a Supreme Court ruling that says that interns.
I'm
that
fucking up the details on this, but basically it said that a lot of the ways that interns are handled are illegal.
Well, I mean, I no doubt that they're illegal. I don't doubt that. I mean, I know that at Sirius XM they have the interns go get food for the on-air talent, and I don't know how the interns actually learn anything because they're mostly getting food or getting water or some shit like that. But a place I used to work, we used to have interns, and they were paid like fucking ridiculous money. The interns are paid like
How much?
they were paid like the equivalent. Like if they worked full time, they make $60,000 a year, which is more than I started at that place at.
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, I just pulled up the New York Times article about it. Apparently, it came from that movie Black Swan, and the argument was that these two production interns essentially did the same work of a full-time employee, and so I guess that's kind of the metric.
But isn't the point that you get like this experience in your resume, and like you could say I was an intern for Black Swan, or the Black Swan production company, like.
That makes sense to me. I think the problem with the intern system is that it kind of excludes jobs that are kind of cool, like journalism or radio, to pretty affluent people that can afford to take those kind of things. I think that's the crux of it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
But, I hear you. I definitely did a bunch of internships. Of course, I'm an affluent white person, so that was easy to do. And
really, not from the looks of your apartment. Not from the fucking pot that you piss in the corner there.
Not to mention the pot over there.
Well, that's what you spend your money on.
Yeah, I like to spend. Yeah, I like to, go out and live and buy a nice pot, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I don't know. I just, if anybody out there, actually was an intern for something, I'd like you to call and let us know, talk about it. It's 1-855-ZEN-BOOB.
It feels so good to just dial it on your phone, you guys.
Chris has dialed it like, you know what we were going to do?
What's
We were
that?
going to call 866 Zen Boob.
That's right. That's right.
We were going to call 866 Zen Boob.
We should do that.
And see what happens.
For people that don't remember what happened last week, I inadvertently put out the wrong number to call in. And it turns out that number was a legitimate pornographic services line. And
sorry.
I said,
well, actually, I'm not sorry. You're an idiot
Yeah.
if you mix it up.
you shouldn't be calling us anyway, so.
True.
So you want to dial them up and see?
Yeah, I'm dialing them up.
Okay, great. Yeah,
If
because
you-
I really...
If you have anything to bring up, Chris, please bring it up.
Oh, man. I would just...
You had so much content, yeah, and
If I had real balls, I'd use my patch card to buy some airtime with these the young ladies, I'm assuming, are on the other line of Zen Boobs.
you should. What's stopping you?
HR, probably the accounting department.
936-2662. It's a toll-free call. I accept. What? All right. Google Talk is not letting me dial that.
You want me to pull it up on my iPhone?
Yeah.
I know for sure I can get it on that.
Yes. I gotta put this fucking monitor closer to me. It's just
Blindy.
not only am I there we go. Not only am I like getting kidney stones like an 80-year-old man, I'm getting a fucking blind in my old age too. Let's see.
All right, Rebecca, should I just hold this up to the mic? Or
Mike has a kidney stone. Yes, I do. Oh, thank you.
they're updating Beetle on the situation.
Oh, yes. Beetle, please call us.
So
Chris wants to talk to you. He
1866 Zen Boob, right?
Zen Boob.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
ready.
936-2662.
Yeah, dude, I'm ready to.
All right, let's
bounce.
do it.
I'm ready
Let's
to
do it.
pop.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be nuts.
Podcast night. My stupid kid at Taekwondo.
We're sorry.
Oh!
Reach a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
Joe Griffin lied to us.
If you feel you have reached
Joe Griffin, call yourself, or call us and explain yourself right now. I demand it.
Maybe he meant 1-800.
Oh, try 1-800.
We'll see.
Or 877 even.
Maybe we can redeem his.
Or
ass.
888.
Okay. Okay.
There's lots of
We're gonna be calling a lot of porn tonight.
we're gonna be calling lots of Zen
big
boobs.
porn night for us. Oh,
Thank
shit.
you for calling. To ensure proper handling, this call may be recorded. Please stay on the line to continue.
Get some big old boobs.
This is the most peaceful pornographic.
This is Amy. May I help you?
Hey, Amy.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Wow.
That was very nice.
She didn't want any part of that.
Wow, yeah, she was very.
What a bitch.
They must get a lot of calls. Well, so what the fuck
should be
was
like-
Joe
you should-
talking about?
you
This
should
was a
be like-
whole bit we developed.
You should have been like, I want to talk about my boobs.
Well, see, I didn't want to get the cops involved, but I thought I could really just kind of,
What about
fake her out.
What about 888?
We're gonna try 888.
Come on.
Joe, if you fucked us on this, Joe, I'm gonna be ripshit. Zen boob. I swear to fucking God, Joe Griffin, you have fucked us so many times on this show, Joe.
Amy's having none of your shit.
Who's Amy?
That's okay.
Just for calling in today, we're giving you a $100 rewards card to
Ooh,
use at our
right.
70,000 local and national chains.
No
Like
shit.
Subway,
Oh,
Red Lobster,
Subway.
McDonald's,
Red Lobster.
Applebee's, Pizza Hut, and more. You will also enjoy up to 50% off the latest blockbusters at AMC, Regal, and Fandango. And as an added bonus, you'll receive 30 to 50% off local and national amusements like Universal Studios.
This is not
Walt
pornographic
Disney
at all.
World, Six Flags, NBA, and
Maybe it's
MLB games,
family-oriented
bowling
pornography.
museums,
Yeah.
and so
They want to give you some option to keep your kids busy while you're on the phone,
Yeah, and you're
fucking
jacking
whacking
it.
your bag. Yeah.
Or to hear more about the exciting features, press 1 now.
Oh, we want to hear about exciting features.
Advantage of this fabulous $100.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I want to take advantage of that offer.
Please hold for the next available representative.
Oh, I'll hold on.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance purposes.
I'll be holding tight.
You know what's great is they got your number.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Shows
Well,
up
I won't
on
have
call.
this phone number for a couple. This is a patch phone.
Oh
I'm
well,
sure it'll be gone
since,
in a week.
Since patches. You should just make it like you meant to call.
Yeah, I know.
Like, hey, what are you wearing?
Just tell me a little bit about your book.
This is some jazzy music.
Yeah, I'm really feeling this shit, dude. How many people are calling in for this free booklet?
Thanks. My name is Neil. May I have your name and phone number?
Yes, my name is Derek. Number is 914-323-1789.
Sorry, you're breaking up. 914
914.
323.
914. Can you hear me? 314
Okay.
9683.
Uh-huh.
83.
9633, okay? And how did... I'm sorry, 83. And his first name is Derek, right? That is D-E-R-E-K.
That is exactly right.
Okay, and how do you spell the last name?
MC.
Your last name. What is it?
It's McAllister. MC.
McAllister, got it.
Yeah.
M-C-E-A.
That is correct. Yep.
Derek McAllister.
All right, thank you very much. How can I help you today?
Well, I just heard about your booklet and I am thrilled with it, and I want to know all about it.
The $100 reward card?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, because just for calling in today, you're getting this $100 reward card.
That
And
is
access
fucking
to the
awesome.
Psychology Dining Portal.
Just fucking
Yes,
have one
you know,
of
you
those.
are getting it just for calling in today. You can use it for more than 70,000 locations nationwide, like Red Lobster, Red Robin, Subway, Chili's, Olive Gardens, Applebee's, and many other restaurants.
Are you
You can
shitting
also
me
use
about
it for
this?
shopping.
Is there any kind of
Sorry?
trick with this? Or are you shitting me at all? I don't want to be shit, sir. Is this a legitimate thing?
Okay.
Yeah, I need to know the brass
It is a
tacks.
legitimate thing.
It's a legitimate thing.
Okay.
Okay.
It is a genuine deal. It's a very genuine deal from Saveology, okay?
Saveology.
Genuine offer. But let me tell you,
Not Saveology. Is that like Scientology?
I'll go ahead and explain complete promotions before I get you any more of your information, because you will receive an access in the email. We will send you an activation email
Oh
in
yeah.
the next 10 to 15 minutes, which will provide immediate access to your reward card, okay?
Oh.
And it is good for 1 year.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And in addition to the $100 reward card, you also get access to Saveology Dining Portal. It is a
Oh
website.
yeah. Yeah
You
yeah
get
yeah.
username and password to the website. Okay. And through the Saveology Dining Portal, you get unlimited discounts for dining, movies, and recreation.
I'm all set, dude. I'm
So it'll be up
done.
to you.
I finished.
I'm sorry?
I finished. Thank you. I finished. Thank you. What the fuck? What? That is like the sketchiest fucking. They were just gonna kill my family if I gave them my fucking home address and shit.
You finished.
What an idiot.
What the fuck is Saveology?
Yeah, dude, that sounded evil as fuck.
I hope that some supervisor reviews that call. It's like that's gonna like register as like a dropped call for him. You know, it's gonna be like a drop sale. And
Probably-
the supervisor's gonna like look over that like, okay, what did he mean by he finished?
I cost that poor Indian man his job, probably.
Finished. You asshole. That was good though. That was good.
Yeah, I'm the king.
All right, we have a phone call, Christopher.
We have a phone call right now?
We do have a phone call.
Wow, dude.
All right.
781 number.
Yeah,
It's probably one of our local dicks, huh?
Must not be legit. All right, caller, identify yourself.
Hello, gentlemen.
Oh, no.
Joey!
Joey G.
Joey Jojo. Can I have another beer?
Joey G.
What's up,
Hey,
Joe?
you know, you were talking about childbirth earlier.
Yes, please share your insight.
Is that why you called it?
Give
Well,
you a
no,
follow-up?
it reminded me of Bill Cosby got called out on his wife one time, and he was saying, "Well, childbirth isn't that bad, you know." And she goes, "Yeah, it is." And she goes, "You want to know what it feels like?" He goes, "Yeah." And she told him to grab his lower lip and pull it up over his forehead.
Yeah, I've heard that.
One, one Bill Cosby bit I liked is where one kid is, or no, I'm sorry, when growing up, his name was or his brother's name was God Damn It, and his name is Jesus Christ. That was good. That was good. That was actually a really good bit from Bill Cosby.
Funny, yeah.
Cosby's a good guy.
What's up, Sean? Sean. Oh my God. We wish you were Sean. But Joe, what is up? You've been following the Whitey trial, right?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Tell-
A friend of mine was testifying on it.
Ooh. Really salacious.
He was, actually his sister had been killed by Flemmy
Yikes.
and or Whitey.
Seriously? Wow.
When was that?
Yeah. When was that?
Debbie Davis, it was like 30 years ago.
Yikes.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
Man. Well.
Yeah,
So,
guy's
yeah.
a piece of shit.
Yeah. So,
It's pretty
so
interesting. I have an office over in East Boston, so I was following the Twitter feeds. Whenever anything interesting looked like it came up, I'd shoot over there either by water taxi or my partner would drop me off.
ooh, water taxi.
That's the live testimony.
That's fancy.
You know?
Very nice.
Water taxi sounds very fancy.
No, it's cheap. It's just a cab on the water, you know.
Oh,
Is it like a duck boat?
little swan.
Like a little swan boat? You have to pedal.
No.
You have to pedal. You have to pedal yourself.
For like $20, the guy will take you anywhere in
Really?
the harbor.
Where do you get that? Where do you get that out of? Out of East Boston, or is it?
Yeah, there are about 20 places he'll dock in the inner harbor.
Oh, that's great.
One of them is outside our office. I work in our office is in the industrial marina. You know.
I'm trying to think where that is. Is that Jeffrey's Point?
Yeah, Jeffrey's Point. You know where Pierce Park is?
No, I don't. I know where Jeffrey's Point is, though.
It's part of Jeffrey's Point. It's on the water. And it's an old. Right now, it's a mixed industrial use office. Smoke manufacturer there, and probably 30 or 40 different companies, as well as a marina.
Huh. Wait, Chris, just talk to him for a second. I'm gonna just gonna step over here for a second.
Mike is pretending to work. What is
Did you
that?
hear anything?
What is that noise?
Damn it. Sorry.
What
Okay, I'm back. What's up?
was going on over there?
I was playing ping pong against your wall.
You're playing ping pong?
Yeah.
That's funny, Mike.
That was hilarious.
It's kind of incongruent with the radio show atmosphere, isn't it?
No.
It's very odd that
Why?
you would
Why?
do that.
People don't have ping pong tables in their radio?
You don't typically hear that in the middle of a broadcast.
No.
Pretty fucking stupid,
Dave,
actually.
Are you trying to tell me how to broadcast, Chris?
Joe, have you ever heard fucking ping pongs
I have.
radio show before?
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
All right, hold
Joe hasn't heard it. Joe's
All right, I'll talk to you in a second. Okay.
is
Sorry.
that you trying to thwack the kidney stone
Did you
out?
hear anything
I am
on your
trying.
job?
I'm trying to get the kidney stone out because
Joe,
it fucking hurts.
Joe, what was that?
Did you hear anything on your job?
Oh, thank you for asking.
That was a good transition.
No, not really. Not a damn thing. They've been very good about communicating. That
Good
was
news, you think?
yeah, they've done a great job. I read about it in the news before I heard it at the company, which is fantastic.
No, but do you think hearing nothing is good news? Or?
Oh, I don't think anyone's heard anything. They've been keeping it under. I think we'll be okay.
Good.
Yeah, but I think about half the company won't be. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
I don't think anything's going to happen to your patch site. I think you're too popular, Chris.
Yeah,
You're
pretty huge.
You're wanted by the people.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking terrible.
The people want it.
They're so dumb.
All right, Joe. We're gonna let you go, Joe.
Okay, guys.
Thank you for calling and call us back.
Godspeed.
All right.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Joe Griffin, everybody. Joe Griffin.
Joey Joe.
Joey Jojo Shabadoo. It's a good guy. All right. Well, we want to start the Seinfeld thing, so if
Because you guys won't shut up about it.
give it an applause sound effect. No, I don't give applause based on
Oh, because some asshole in the audience.
I don't give applause on demand. Okay, I give it out when it's deserved. Joe Griffin got adequate.
He did a good job.
He did a good job. So he gets an adequate congratulations. So yeah, the Seinfeld thing. Chris, I know that you think that you're better than everybody. You've got this idea in your head that you're. I don't think you're better than everybody because
you're dumb.
No, it's not because I'm dumb.
Well, Mike, who is better than me?
Me?
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, it was.
How about I fucking
suck, Mike?
How would I fucking punch you in the face right now?
Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Nothing, not nearly as funny as something I could do to you, pal.
It's a good thing I'm infirm right now, or else I'd go climb right over this table and just fucking wail on your face.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Anyway, if anybody wants to, to call in and challenge Chris to a little Seinfeld trivia to prove that you, we need to knock Chris off his pedestal. Quite honestly, because that's what Chris is. Hey.
Yeah, I thought about it.
That's illegal. It's a rabbit punch. It's illegal.
A rabbit punch?
A rabbit punch, yeah.
In the kidney, I did not.
In the kidney, yep. It's illegal. If anybody wants to knock Chris off of his pedestal, knock Chris off his fucking high horse, because he is actually sitting on a pedestal right now, like literally. I mean, he's like 3 feet above me because
looking down like a pharmacist.
He did not. He didn't even give me a chair to sit on when I came into his apartment. He's like, "You sit on the floor." He's like
the cats.
He's like, "You fucking surf. Sit on the floor, you plebe."
Yeah, I'm very into class.
Yeah, totally.
Issues, yeah.
So he called me an untouchable.
Yeah.
Had me sit on the floor, and
you sit there.
He threw rocks at me too.
We have a caste system in this apartment.
He took his shoe and just threw it in my face. What a fucking asshole!
Clean that shoe.
That's a fat wow on you, Chris. So, if anyone wants to call and challenge Chris to a little Seinfeld trivia, we'll be watching for calling 855 Zen Boob. Zen Boob.
What I think will happen is no one has the balls.
I don't think anybody was gonna call in.
No one is gonna have the balls to challenge the son of a bitch.
I'm not betting against you in this. In this.
King Kong, son.
That's right. Hashtag King Kong.
Bellow.
That's what?
Yeah, King Kong bellows.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So.
Hey, speaking of Twitter, speaking of hashtags on Twitter, did you follow the Chris Brown not wanting to kill himself, but were you hoping that he killed himself this week?
That might be a little strong.
Team CZ.
I'm not a big Chris Brown fan. It's kind of lame.
He apparently is retiring. Apparently, and he had a seizure this week because of all his haters. Now, what's disturbing is the amount of people that say that they love Chris Brown and I'd let Chris Brown punch me in the face any day. Like, really? Would you?
They might.
Would they?
I don't know. That does disturb me a little bit.
That is disturbing. I mean, it's all like like young women, like girls essentially. Not even young women. I call them girls. Like,
yeah.
But saying shit like, I would let Chris Brown punch me in the face anytime, or Rihanna was being a bitch, or something like that. Which maybe she probably was, but I mean,
it's really inconsequential.
If I punched every girl in the face that was a bitch to me, I'd probably be I would be in serious.
We'd
trouble.
be in trouble.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't punch people.
Well,
even making it a women's issue, like why? Who goes around beating people up?
Well,
it's kind of fucking weird.
A vigilante does.
Yeah, well, he's not a vigilante. He's a little rich dick.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
He is. And he constantly says, Chris Brown constantly says something like, well, you guys are punishing me for something that I did when I was a teenager. It's like, what was he, 19? I mean, he's...
And, like, how old is he now?
He's like 23, 22, 23?
Shut the fuck up.
Maybe?
What an idiot.
And then he, I don't know, he's trying to reform his image, quote unquote, but he's not really. I mean, he's still a dick. I mean, he just got arrested for a DUI, I think. And
oh, really?
I think so. And he got off. I mean, they dismissed the case.
Ugh.
But I mean, he's also been involved in other domestic violence, not domestic violence, but like altercations, we'll say, that weren't exactly domestic violence, but they were like,
with Drake at one point, right? And then
yep,
something with
Drake.
Frank Ocean too.
Yes, with Frank Ocean, who is openly gay, right?
Yeah.
Which they try. I think that people did try to kind of pin a anti-gay thing on Chris Brown for the Frank Ocean thing, but I think it's just because Chris Brown's a dick.
Yeah,
and he was just picking a fight with anybody.
It's quite possible that he.
See, what I'm surprised at is that nobody else Chris Brown is kind of like more on the pop side, right? So none of the legit hip hop artists are really going to touch him, like going to even just address him. But I'm surprised that nobody has kind of said to Chris Brown, hey, listen, just cut the fucking shit because you're making us all look bad,
Yeah,
I mean, because he is making the entire genre look bad. I mean, it's like not that he's representative of the genre, but I mean, all it takes is one bad example, one bad apple to burn the bunch. But anyway,
yeah.
I thought that you were on Team CZ since he, Chris Brown had a quote unquote seizure, which I think is
that's funny.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit, but
That he had a seizure?
Yeah, I don't think he really had a seizure. Did he?
I mean, over his haters, is that what they said it was? That seems a little dubious. But
No. He said, apparently his publicist said that.
His publicist.
Yes, his publicist said that because of all the haters out there, that he had a seizure.
I'm not above saying that maybe someone can be rehabilitated. Or
No, people can be, but and I do think that people had a legitimate point, or semi-legitimate point, when they said that people started naming off all these other celebrities that were wife beaters that the public has accepted. But I think that the people are kind of glossing over the fact that they've successfully rehabilitated their image, most of them, and for a lot of them, like, people started talking about Charlie Sheen, for one. Okay, they started talking about Charlie Sheen, like, everybody loves Charlie Sheen.
I don't really think that's true.
I don't think that's true at all. I think
I think they love the national joke that Charlie Sheen has become.
Yeah. And Charlie Sheen did have this kind of Joaquin Phoenix type of like performance art, we'll say, with his stupid persona that he invented after he was on house arrest or whatever.
Who is this?
Charlie Sheen. Oh no, I'm sorry. Joaquin Phoenix, right? He had I'm talking about two guys here now. So, pardon me. That is the painkiller mixing my brain up. But Charlie Sheen, invented this persona, right? Sort of after he was on house arrest, and it was like I figured that it was like a Joaquin Phoenix type performance art, where how Joaquin Phoenix had that rap album, and he
of course
he went on the David Letterman show with all his hair all crazy, and he looked like shit. Essentially, he looked like he was like
he did
Nick
that all on
Nolte.
purpose, though, didn't he?
Performance art.
Yeah,
it was like an Andy Kaufman type performance art, right?
Right.
And I thought that the whole Charlie Sheen thing was like that. It was like performance art, and because Charlie Sheen kind of came out recently and said, that was all. That was all for fun. That whole winning shit, it was just bullshit. It was just me, just kind of. He was essentially admitting that he hammed it up. Essentially, and he was talking about
He said that.
I don't think he said that verbatim, but he did kind of come out and say that. Essentially, said that he was hamming it up. Essentially.
Oh,
and it worked. It worked because Charlie Sheen was all of a sudden, had a sliver of popularity again.
Yeah, that shit does work.
But
what did he get? Like 1 million Twitter followers, like overnight or something like that, which was like unprecedented.
Yes, and I remember this one time he was in town for a show. He was in town for, in fact,
in Boston.
He had a whole like nationwide, stage performances or like one man show.
Right, I
thing.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was in Boston for one, and the Toucher and Rich show did like a impromptu midnight show with Charlie Sheen on it. It was one of the craziest radio shows I ever heard. Just Charlie Sheen, just like taking phone calls. They called Emilio Estevez on the show, so that they could like hash out their problems. It was like the first time they had talked in like years.
What was the nature of their disagreement?
I think that was just that Emilio thought that Charlie Sheen was just a fucking crazy douchebag, which it was.
Yeah, okay.
And they just they disagreed publicly and never really hashed it out.
Wow.
So right there on the radio, they hashed it out. It was kind of cool, kind of a cool show.
I would listen to that.
I'm sure it was available. I'm sure it's available somewhere on YouTube or in the Touch on Rich archives.
Do we have a call?
Tiger Blood, yes. Thank you.
Do we have a Seinfeld?
Oh, we have a caller.
We have a caller. I don't know.
All right, let's talk to the caller.
Caller, you're on the air.
Caller, you are on the air. Hello.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Oh, Johnny
Hello.
boy.
Hello, John.
That was quick. Anyway, how you guys doing?
Great,
What's
John.
going
How
on?
are you?
I want to tell you a story about something that happened to me today.
Okay.
I was just gassing up like you do, right?
Yeah,
Now,
absolute.
And
I gas up
and
all
I
the time.
I gotta back out of it. Sorry, what?
I said I gas up all the time.
Yeah, I know you do. So there's a guy in front of me, and I can't get around him, so I gotta back up, look behind me to my right, to the left, slowly backing up, horn honks, stop the car. Too late. Hit a motorcyclist.
Ooh.
So that's fun. And the guy says, "Hey, man, I was honking the whole time." All right. I'm like, well, let me park. I park the car. Get out, take a look. I'm like, are you all right? He says, yeah, I'm all right. But my saddlebag. Look at his green Yamaha Hog. Looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
And he shows me
His
this
hog?
minor scuff, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, you're all right, right? He says, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. I said, well, yeah, what do you want to do about this? He says, $100 to cover it, and I'm thinking to myself,
He's like, how much you got?
yeah. What was that?
Wow.
What did you say?
He's like, well, I got full coverage on my insurance, and I'm like, I do too. I'm thinking about it. That would be fucking retarded. Why would you involve insurance with that?
Yeah, definitely.
I said, so what do you want to do about it? He's like, I don't know. How about 100? Would that cover it? I'm like, you're all right, right? He says, yeah. I said,
Yeah. So
all right, let me go to the ATM. So I get $100 out of the ATM to get a guy off. He takes off. I get my gas, and I'm thinking to myself, I either just got conned out of $100, or I made the best snap decision of my life. And I was wondering what you guys thought about it.
well, I mean, as long as he wasn't hurt, right? I mean, he wasn't hurt, and well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have given him $100.
I mean,
All right. Well, considering that I was at fault,
Yeah.
what would you have done in that situation?
The only thing to me is that there would be no guarantee that he wouldn't like go to the cops and say like, yeah, this asshole backed up, and
I would have exchanged information and maybe got a paper trail.
Oh, you goody two shoes!
What a Jew.
Really? Are you for real, dude?
I don't know. I would be reluctant to just hand out $100 cash to a guy and not think he'll just come back at me another time.
That was so inappropriate, Chris.
Yeah. Well, like there are any Jews listening to the show.
I can't imagine why this guy would ever come back at me.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody got time for that.
Yeah, it wasn't
Actually,
a capital crime.
right?
Yeah. No, I
Right.
don't. Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking this guy. If I involve insurance, we drag this out. Who knows how long it could take months before it's all resolved? Who knows how much it's going to cost? Then it's going to be something on my driving record. It
Right.
involve the cops. Blah blah blah. I'm just like,
So wait, so he snuck up on you as you were backing up. Is that what it was? He snuck in. Is that
yeah,
what?
he just kind of like slipped right in.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck him! It's he.
Like you do on a motorcycle. I think
Yeah.
that
Oh, I didn't.
I think that he was happy about the $100. I also think he was happy that I said I was looking into getting my own bike.
Oh, okay. You pulled the John charisma on him.
That
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
does
Pro tip.
that does bring the motorcyclists in.
It does.
Is talking about that's. I owned a motorcycle for a long time, and the people it's like this little cult of motorcyclists. You know.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
When you start announcing that you're going to join their little cult, it's like, great. They can't wait to. They can't wait to get their hand in your pants and all that. He didn't put his hand in your pants, did he?
It was L.A., I assume.
Oh, okay.
So probably.
Well, probably.
Well, it was L.A. I can't. I know his name was Jerry.
Oh,
and,
man.
little Yeri.
His name was Gary?
He looked a little bit. He looked a little bit like Jerry. He looked a little bit like Hulk Hogan.
Oh, dude. You should have. I know what he really wanted.
He wanted another.
Yeah.
He wanted another shot. He wanted another shot at the title.
That's what I'm talking about. Another shot at the title. That's what I'll call it from now on.
Yeah, there you go.
Am I right, guys? Am I right, fellas?
Nobody thinks you're right.
I'm talking about a blowjob.
Yeah, we knew what you were talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
We
a
knew
lot
what you
of
were
innuendo.
We knew what you were talking about.
I'm a very
Jesus Christ.
John, I think you did the right thing, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, John.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad it gives some validation.
Yeah, we validate you, and if anybody questions you, just say that we validated you.
Just back up into him.
Yeah, back up into him and back up again.
Yeah.
Go
Let him
into
know.
Yeah, back up, go into go over him and then back up over him again.
Right.
That's the only solution.
Right.
All right. Now before I take off, I have one question.
Yeah.
What do you get when you cross a joke with a rhetorical question?
Are you gonna hang up?
I'll talk to you guys later.
That
Totally called him out.
that was actually really good. Bye, John. Then you know what? That actually ties into the next thing I want to talk about.
Oh, does that?
Yes, and this is going to be an experiment in this is going to be an unnamed podcast first. Ooh, wow. Wow, that was really loud.
That was very scary.
So sorry. But all right, this is going to be a first, and we're going to see if this fucking works.
Very nice.
All right. Yes, we still have sound.
Look at that technology, you guys.
Beautiful.
That is like a live computer screen, people.
AO technology.
Heyo.
Oh.
Can you believe what you see?
All right. So, I saw this video on liveleak.com, and it was actually a pretty fucked up video. It was basically I think it was in Russia, and it was like this motorcycle road rage incident.
Oh, good.
It's actually really good.
Okay. Now, I can't really see it on mine too well.
Really? Shit. I think the experiment failed. Oh. I think LiveLeak took the video down anyway. Video not found.
Fuckers.
All right. You know what? I'm going to chalk this up to LiveLeak instead of...
Yeah. Not the kidney stones.
Yeah.
This
No,
time.
no. It's not the kidney stones. All right. Sorry, everybody.
Bullshit.
Sorry. That's LiveLeak's problem.
It's all right.
Man, fuckers. Well, anyway. Yeah, riding a motorcycle is... I owned a motorcycle for quite some time, and people, like... It's true that the people don't... They don't regard motorcycles on the road. Like, they don't even look to make sure that you're not in the lane that they want to cross over into, and all that shit. I've probably been... Excuse me. Wow, that's so professional. I've probably been almost like freaking creamed on a motorcycle, like about over like a dozen times. Over the time that
A dozen times.
Yeah, over.
Wow.
Over.
Wow.
Crazy.
I could never do it. I would be scared to death on a motorcycle, to be honest with you. I am kind of a pussy in general, but...
We want a Seinfeld Challenger, too. We do. We're not...
Oh, I wrote that.
Oh. Well, I'm agreeing with Chris Caesar.
Yeah.
We're not doing the bid unless there's a Seinfeld Challenger, so...
Yeah, I need a challenger.
Yeah. That John's story does kind of remind me of of this this one incident that I had on in my car, my old car. It was actually one of 2 times that a wheel fell off my car in mid driving.
Really? That's
Yes.
happened to me as well.
Has it really? Oh,
It has.
thank Christ, because everybody makes fun of me for my wheels falling off my car twice. But were you on the highway or were you just driving?
Thank fuck I had just gotten off the highway.
I want to hear Chris answer Seinfeld questions. I know we.
Well, maybe you should call in, idiot. God damn it, I don't think we could be any clearer about this.
Maybe if you don't call the people an idiot.
Oh, if I don't call the people an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
what
they'll-
are you, fucking
They
now
They don't like
Howard
that.
Stern over here?
They don't like that.
King of radio?
No, King of Podcast maybe.
Nice.
Anyway, I don't think you do either, poser. Ooh,
Yeah, real scary anonymous commenter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short is that I was on the highway on my way to work, and fucking wheel just flies right off my car, right off my truck.
How did that end up?
So it ended up that I saw the wheel like bounce away onto the other side of the highway, onto incoming traffic.
That's rough.
And thankfully, it ended up on the side of the road. But allegedly, it hit the back of somebody's car. But they didn't claim it for like a month on insurance, which is weird.
Is that even legal?
I don't know. Apparently, it was legal because I got a freaking surcharge for it on my insurance. And it's still on my record. Sucks. But when I tried to call up and dispute it, I said, I called up to dispute it. I said, well, listen, this is an accident, yes, but, how am I responsible for this? They said, well, you're responsible for every piece of, machinery or equipment that's on your car. And I said, okay, well, how am I going to know that the wheel is going to fall off my car? Like, how would I know? Do insurance companies consider it normal for me to go around my car with a friggin' wrench and tighten all the lug nuts on my wheels every time I go out to drive somewhere?
Right.
Well, you're supposed to go around and do an inspection of your car every time. I looked right at the wheel because it's on my driver's side. And I looked right at the wheel as I got in the car. Nothing looked out of the ordinary.
How would you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even something where like I would be able to look at the outside of the car and say, "Well, this wheel's going to to off," because
Right.
it was like some sort of the lug nuts were rusted and the posts were rusted. I mean, whatever. And so this guy went to the police station and said, apparently went to the police station that day and said, hey, a tire just hit my car, and then they correlated it with because the state he stopped behind me. He stopped behind me while I was stopped on the road, and he apparently must have taken down my info and
I'm sure, yeah.
and because he didn't ask me for my license or anything, but he must have taken down my registration. So the insurance company called me like a month and a half, almost 2 months later, and said, "Hey, did you get into an accident on the side of the road, or did a wheel fall off of your car like 2 months ago?" I said, "Maybe." And they said, "Well, somebody has a claim against you, blah 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 blah." I said, "Well, I said I almost forgot about this thing. How can somebody claim something against me 2 months later?" And so I tried to fight it, but they were having none of it.
Yeah, that sucks.
It sucks. It sucks that I had that surcharge on my insurance for like X amount of years, 7 years, 5 years, or whatever it is. But I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so we. King of my domain? No.
Yeah, dude.
I
right?
think that you're faking it.
That's a troll.
Thank you. That is a troll. All right, we get. Let's see here. All right, we have somebody who's going to challenge you.
Really? Ha!
Fooled you.
Come on, you guys know Seinfeld. I barely know anything about Seinfeld.
All right. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I really want to ask you these Seinfeld questions. I really want to see if you can answer them.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's getting late.
Yeah, it
You know
is.
what I
It
mean?
is. We're We're approaching the 1 hour and 20 minute mark here.
Yeah, come on, guys.
You know, so
Those little fuckers knew they could hold out. Little assholes.
1-855. Even if you go and just throw the fight, I think that everybody knows a little bit of something about Seinfeld.
It was a pop culture phenomenon.
Plus, you know what? They're multiple choice questions. All right.
Oh, they're multiple choice questions.
They're multiple choice.
Come on,
So,
guys.
they're multiple choice, and all you have to do is just yell out the answer before Chris does. That's all.
Grow some balls.
Grow some balls.
Get some big balls and call in.
Actually, I don't want to know about anybody's big balls.
I want to hear about. You tell me about the balls.
Oh, please. Chris is going to keep talking like this unless you call in. I read a story on the Daily Beast about how the GOP lawmakers are starting to embrace crazy conspiracy theories.
Sure, yeah.
Like, for instance, Stella Tremblay, who is a representative from
my home state.
Yeah, that's right. How she apparently was writing on Glenn Beck's Facebook page about how the Boston Marathon was a black ops terrorist attack.
Yeah.
One suspect killed, the other one will be two before they even have a chance to speak. Drones and now quote-unquote terrorist attacks by our own government. Sad day, but a quote-unquote wake-up to all of us. That is a state representative posting that on Glenn Beck's Facebook page.
Well, in fairness, New Hampshire has like 400 representatives.
Do they really? The number is 855 Zen Boob.
Let's do it.
936-2662, please.
If you dumbasses need to call in. My girlfriend asked if she should call in, and I was like, my girlfriend can't call in.
No, she can call in.
She can.
I actually think that your sister should call in, too. I want that to happen.
Yeah, she would be very mean. Sister's a very mean woman.
She's younger than you, Chris. You got to assert your dominance.
I used to be able to. She's overpowered me. It's very sad. I'm a very frail.
I want to hear.
Now.
You know what? We're not ending the show until Jen Caesar calls in.
It's funny because she's very. She's like the antithesis of me in real life.
Really?
Very mild mannered. Very well. Yeah, I guess she's kind of funny and loud, but so conventional, so business-like. She's going to get her MBA, for Christ's sakes.
All right, here's what I want people to do. I want people to flood Jen Caesar's Facebook with comments saying "call into the show." I want everybody to just make public. She probably doesn't have any part of her Facebook public, so
I hope not. Yeah. I hope she's smart enough to know that.
Well, if she's not, take advantage and flood her Facebook with comments.
Oh, do we have someone in the screening queue here?
Nope.
We don't?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. Is this John again?
It is.
Yeah, I called back actually because I heard something about this. I heard something about this Seinfeld challenge. I want to know what this is all about.
Oh, the Seinfeld challenge. The Seinfeld challenge is Chris thinks that he's better than everybody, and as you probably know very well, and Chris thinks that he is a master of his domain at Seinfeld,
if you will.
I know, it's hilarious ad lib. So basically, I want to see if Chris, if anybody can out Seinfeld Chris in trivia questions here.
Is this like can this be a multiple?
It is. It is multiple. It is multiple choice.
All right.
So
Come on, John.
So you have a
25%
25% chance of getting something right if you guess it every one.
All right, I'll totally take this, but I gotta warn you, I barely know anything about Seinfeld.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna do maybe. I'm gonna stay away from the super tough ones.
What?
Yeah, I want to go easy on John.
Come on, man! I've been training for this.
Listen, John.
Are you saying that I'm not worth your sponge? You're saying I'm not.
You're not sponge worthy, John.
Oh shit! You know what? We're going tough.
Okay,
on
the
this
sponge
one.
reference. That's good.
Yeah, we're going tough.
All right, he's just bluffing.
Yeah,
he knows Seinfeld.
Man, I should have known. Should have known. All right. I have this one. Here that is maybe the toughest Seinfeld trivia quiz.
Wow. Okay.
It's so they say, but it has a rating of 5. So 10 questions.
10 questions.
Multiple choice.
10 questions. All right. It is multiple choice. All right. Let's see.
So how are we gonna do this?
What do you mean? How are we gonna do this?
We just both say an answer, or?
Well, Well, obviously, Chris needs to write his answer down, and then I'll say my answer, and then if he's got the
Oh, John, brilliant. I like it. All right. So, Chris, do you have any paper in this shithole of an apartment of yours?
I just sent you an IM. That's what that insanely loud noise was.
Well, I mean, I can't.
That's not gonna work.
that was a hangout right there. That was a hangout.
Hangout. Yeah, I switched back to regular chat, and it sucked. All right, here we go. I can mute the sounds. Here we go.
All right, great.
All right.
Our fans are demanding the tough ones, by the way.
Well, we are on a tough one. We're on a tough one.
All right, let's do this up.
Cool.
All right.
My body is ready.
Your body is ready. We need a meme to go with that. All right. I lost the window here. Okay, here we go. In the episode The Strike, Kramer returns to his job at the bagel place. And I gotta hide the chat window there. Here we go. He returns to his job at the bagel place. The name of the bagel shop is... Okay, Chris, tell me your answer.
I thought it was multiple choice.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. maybe Chris doesn't get multiple choice.
This one I do not remember.
Okay, it's either Lenny's Bagels, H&H Bagels, the Hot Bagel Shop, or Murray's Bagels. All right, and I have Chris's answer here. So John, what is your answer?
Oh.
I'll read them again. It's Lenny's Bagels, H&H Bagels, the Hot Bagel Shop, or Murray's Bagels.
Murray's Bagels? Is that what you said? Murray's Bagels?
Murray's Bagels. That's your answer?
All right. No, my answer's Lenny's Bagels.
Oh, that is incorrect. That was the stupid. That was a stupid program, by the way. That wasn't my sound. That wasn't my stupid sound.
Wow, that was
a terrible sound.
Well timed.
But yes, the answer is Lenny's Bagels.
It is.
I'm sorry. The answer is H&H Bagels.
Oh, okay.
So Chris, you are incorrect also.
I did not.
You did not.
Unfamiliar with that.
Nobody scored on that round. Nobody scored.
That's all right.
Nobody.
Reading on a curve.
No. All right. See. All right. Second question. In the episode The Airport, Jerry mistakenly sits in another passenger's seat. What was the name of the passenger?
Oh, come on. That
is tough.
Jesus.
It's Naima, Naima, Sienna, Maya, or Tia.
Can you say it again?
Nope.
Say it again.
It's Naima, Sienna, Maya, or Tia. All right, I have Chris's answer. John, you might as well take a stab at this because I don't even fucking know either. So
I'm gonna go with Tia.
Tia?
Yeah.
Tia is correct, John.
Oh no!
Chris answered. Chris, the dumbass.
This is not good.
Answered. It doesn't show me the answer. Well, you answered something else.
Yeah, Mia, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. All right, so we have John 1, Chris 0.
That is some bullshit.
In the episode The Secret Code... Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second. Oh. Okay, hold on 1 second. I got a little technical detail here.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. This is going to add to the... this is adding to the ambiance of this bit here.
Well, we could always just go with that set of 2.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
This is going to be amazing, guys. What he's got here.
There we go.
Yeah, right? It's like we're on the show.
It is kind of like we're on the show. There we go. Okay.
Right.
In the episode The Secret Code, Elaine is asked to dinner by someone who originally does not recognize Elaine. Who is this person? Is it... This is such a this is so obscure.
Yeah.
All right, so again, in the episode The Secret Code, Elaine is asked to dinner by someone who originally does not recognize Elaine. Who is this person? Carl Yerkes, Herman Yerkes, Fred Yerkes, or Bernard Yerkes? I have no. That is too deep for me.
Yeah, these questions are like gotcha trivia bullshit.
I'm gonna go with Bernard.
I'll go with the first name. I have no idea.
Carl?
Yeah, Carl.
I bet you that's Carl. Oh, it's Fred. You're both wrong.
Fred.
You're both
Come
wrong.
on.
You're both wrong.
Are these all just name questions?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with another trivia. Another tough one. They say it's tough.
Okay.
All right. Do you want the one for huge Seinfeld nerds only, or do you want the ultimate Seinfeld quiz for the most obsessed Seinfeld fans? That one is top rated, by the way. The one I just mentioned.
All right, let's do that one.
All right.
It's all Newman to me.
What is the name of the alcoholic beverage that cannot be detected on the breath? Is it Schnapps, Hennigan's, Schniegel's, or Smirnoff?
I got my answer.
Got mine too.
All right. Go ahead, John.
I'm going with Hannigan.
Hennigan's is correct. Hennigan's is correct. All right. So Chris has also answered Hennigan's. So now we're 2-1, 2-1 in favor of John.
Chris. Well done.
In favor of John.
Thank you, John. You're a
From
great
the episode "The Red Dot," by the way. Why didn't electric shock therapy help Bob Sacamano when he was in the mental institution? Was it because his synapses were too large, his IQ was too low, he was, quote, as tough as iron, unquote, or did Kramer short-circuit the electric machine? All right, I've got Chris's answer. The answers again are his synapses were too large, his IQ was too low, he was as tough as iron, or Kramer short-circuited the electric machine.
You know, it's hard because the two in the middle, B and C, they just seem too ridiculous. The fourth one has some promise to it, but there's something about hearing Jerry.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, sorry. I don't know what happened.
That's strange.
I think. Oh, you know what? It was it was a blip in your internet. It was a blip.
Ah, a little internet blip.
Yeah, it was a little internet blip. Sorry, everybody. Okay. But I think that must have just happened though.
Yeah, the last answer we both got correct. I don't know where we dropped off. It was the synapses one. It's hilarious. You could just hear Jerry saying it.
Yes.
Genius.
Yes.
Comedic genius.
All right. Sorry, everybody. We're back. Okay. So it's if in case there couldn't have been much missed. It was 3-2 in favor of John. Chris is getting his ass kicked.
Yeah. Let's hear the next question.
All right.
Are we going to 5 or are we going to 10?
How much do you have time for, John?
Oh, well, I'm going to be in the car for another probably half an hour.
All right, let's go to 10, baby.
We're going to 10. We're going to 10. And, yeah, we're going to 10. So, whoever, this quiz, we're on actually question number 2 of 10. So, the next question will be 3. So, we'll get to the end of this quiz, and whoever wins at the end of whoever has most at the end of this quiz will win. All right. The next, okay, there we go. I'm just nervous about going off air again. I'm worried about that past hour. I'm worried that past hour didn't save to Ustream, which I'd be pissed about.
No, I think it did.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. The next question. How long
Yep.
was Jerry's throw-up strike?
Oh, great question. Great
All right.
question.
Is it since kindergarten, 36 days, 14 years, or since his 21st birthday?
This is a grow up or throw up strike,
Throw-up strike.
as in Ralphing, like vomiting.
Yep.
Ralphing, you West Coaster.
All right, I got my answer.
All right. What's your answer, John?
It's going to be since his 21st birthday.
Oh, it is 14 years. 14 years. Chris got that right. So now you guys are tied.
Well done.
Three apiece. All right.
John, just out of curiosity, what interstate are you on right now?
Oh,
I'm
you
on the 101.
Nice. Good interstate.
California talk. Come on. All right. What is the definition of frolf? Is it the term... Chris is already freaking answering. Is it the term George uses instead of vomit? Is it a combination of golf and frisbee? Is it the name of Kramer's Goldfish? Or is it Elaine's favorite brand of sponge? I have Chris's answer. Chris's answer, and whenever you're ready, John.
You want to repeat those for me?
Yep. It is the term. Is it the term George uses instead of vomit? Is it a combination of golf and frisbee? Is it the name of Kramer's Goldfish? Or is it Elaine's favorite brand of sponge?
And this is FROLF.
FROLF.
Frisbee and golf.
That is correct. And I believe Chris got that as well. So you guys are still neck and neck, 4 and 4. All right.
Yeah, in the sponge episode, there was never a brand mentioned.
No, there was not actually. There was not. And you said you're a novice, John.
Yeah,
you
John.
you big kid, are you?
What a guy.
Okay, next question. What is... I can't believe this question's on here. What is the name of the mysterious disease Jerry has that makes him unable to hold his urine? Is it ambiguous Uranus? Is it Vandelay syndrome? Is it urinary impulsitis? Or is it uromycetitis poisoning?
I got my answer.
All right, what's your answer?
I have the last one just sounds too ridiculous. I can't go with that. And the first one I think is also a little silly.
Yep.
So because the second one is impulsitis, something like that.
So you're going with urinary impulsitis?
Yeah.
Okay. And Chris, you answered the same thing?
I answered C.
Yes, it is. Well, that's urinary impulsitis.
okay.
The correct answer is uromycetitis poisoning. Bummer. Bummer. Well, you guys are still 4 and 4. This one's a little obscure, but how many times has Elaine said "get out" throughout the series?
Oh.
Is it 16, 11, 10, or 12?
I have my answer.
All right. What is your answer, John?
Well, 10's a little low. 16's a little high. So I'm going to go with 12.
Chris, your answer is 12 also?
It was the last one, whatever
Yeah,
that was.
12. Do you just answer an A, B, C, or D? Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're
it.
such a dick.
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
It's incorrect. Come on.
Answer is 10. Answer is 10. So you guys still 4 and 4. Question number 7. This is a good one.
All right.
What are the names of the bizarro friends that Elaine meets?
Oh, good one.
Is it Frank, Sid, and Michael? Is it Kevin, Gene, and Feldman? Is it Pete, Sid, and Nunkin? Or is it Herman, Greg, and Monty?
Could you repeat those for me?
Let's see. It is it Frank, Sid, and Michael? Is it Kevin, Gene, and Feldman? Is it Pete, Sid, and Nunkin? Or is it Herman, Greg, and Monty?
I got my answer.
What's your answer?
The last one, Herman, Greg, and Monty.
Oh, no! No, it is Kevin, Gene, and Feldman, which is what Chris answered. Chris...
That was my second guess.
Chris has pulled ahead. He has the lead, 5-4. Man,
It's getting tight out there.
it is. All right. This is a good one. What are the names of the street toughs that constantly harass Kramer?
I know this.
Is it Raul and Chicano? Is it Martin and Jose? Is it Cedric and Bob? Is it Dylan and Paul?
I thought you were talking about the Van Buren boys.
Not the Van Buren boys.
Okay.
Those are street toughs that are harassing George.
That's right. You're right. Can you read through those again?
Okay. Is it Raul and Chicano? Martin and Jose? Cedric and Bob? Dylan and Paul?
What was the question again?
What are the names of the street toughs that constantly harass Kramer?
The street cop?
Yeah, street toughs. Toughs.
Yeah, I got my answer.
All right. What is your answer?
Shot in the dark here, but I'm going to go with Cedric and Bob.
That is
Oh no.
correct. All right. Chris answered that.
Incorrectly.
Wow. Chris did answer that incorrectly.
Unbelievable.
Raul and Chicano. Whew. Man, even I knew that.
I thought his name was Raul.
It is-
Chicano did strike me as a little racist, but
It is. Well, I mean, okay. So it is 5-5 now. And we are on question number 9 now. What is one surefire way to open Elaine's vault? Is it blackmail? Is it a quote-unquote down payment? Slipping her a roofie? Or with schnapps?
I don't remember this at all.
Oh boy, it's getting intense now.
It's getting really
I
tense.
got my answer.
Oh no, if John beats me at this, I'm gonna blow my brains out.
Okay, John, what is your answer?
Is that Chris answered yet?
I'm sorry?
Has Chris answered? I don't want to
Yeah,
get
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Chris answered.
All right. I'm going to go with down payment because you said quote unquote, and I'm imagining air quotes.
Oh no! Oh, we might have to go extra innings there, extra rounds. No, it is with schnapps. Chris answered that correctly. So that is it is now 6-6.
It's 6-6. It should be 6-5.
Nope, because you
5-5.
no, because you guys were 5-5, and then you missed Cedric and Bob, but John got it.
Oh,
John
okay.
got it. So then John went up 6-5.
I'm
and now
so defensive.
You are.
I'm very upset about this.
Are you challenging the judges here? Are you putting a challenge here?
I'll let it slide. I have too much respect for the league.
This one's tough. This one is tough. This one's gonna be like a. This one's gonna be a chance answer.
Okay.
What is the name of Elaine's sister?
Oh my God.
This is question number 10 of 10. Is it Deborah, Madison, Helen, or Gail?
Fuck me.
That's not one of the answers. That's incorrect, Chris.
What episode is her sister even in?
I don't even know.
Wow, I feel like an idiot.
Must have been an early episode.
So you said Helen,
Yep. It's
What's her name?
Deborah, Madison, Helen, or Gail.
Oh, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Changing my answer. If that's okay.
You can't do that.
What? You can't change my answer?
I got
No,
my
you know what? We're going to go to the chat room on this one. Chat room, can he change his answer?
What is Elaine's last name on the show?
Bennis.
What?
Bennis.
All right.
Chat room, tell us. Chat room's going to be the judges. Chat room, can he change his answer? Can Chris change his answer after he... You think he can change his answer? You have one vote for can. I think that's plant, by the way. Someone says
Someone
no.
says no. Well, you can just suck a dick, pal.
Maybe they have a point. No, it's 2 for no.
Got
2
another
for
yes
yes.
in there.
Shit.
I've got my answer when you're ready.
Okay, we're trying to get a ruling on whether or not Chris can change his answer. King Kong don't need no do-overs. That's true.
Don't appeal to my ego.
All right. John, what do you think? Can Chris change his answer?
Yeah, can you just repeat Elaine's last name again?
It's Bennis. Benes.
I'm going to go with Gail.
That's the same thing you went with, Chris.
That's what I had.
That is correct. We're going to...
God damn it.
We are going to extra innings. Oh, my goodness. Oh my.
Wait, hold on. I thought you said it was 6-5. What's the
No,
score?
it was 6-6 because it was 6-5 when you answered the Cedric and Bob, and then you got the next one wrong and Chris got the next one right, so then it became 6-6.
Oh, okay. What was the right answer for the last one?
The right answer was Gail, so you both got that right. So we're going to extra.
Right, so, okay. All right. Going with it.
We're going to extra. All right. Where did my fucking thing go? Okay. All right. Let's go with let's see. Now I got to find another quiz here, which I have a few queued up here. So, let's see.
Let's go with something plot-centric.
Plot-centric.
Right?
Let's see. I have
Right.
Totally, bro. I'm with you on this.
All right. So each of these quizzes has a rating.
Okay.
And the next rating is simple. The next one is average. The next highest one, I mean. The next one that's rated tough is like kind of rated... It's rated low, but I think it's probably because people can't answer the questions. So, we have some questions from season 9.
No. Only stuff Larry David.
We have one for huge Seinfeld nerds only.
Nah.
No. Let's see. We have one here. The rest of them are just average. So let's see. Let me look at the next average one here. Let me look at a question or two from the next quiz here.
Sure.
Let me just make sure that they're.
You still on 101 there, buddy?
Oh, yeah, almost to 405 now.
Oh, the 405.
Ooh,
Missed those 6 lanes of power.
That one's easy.
Love that 405.
Let's see. Okay.
John's being a good sport.
He is, John. We appreciate you calling and making this bit work, because you know what? It was really circling the bowl there for a second.
It was
so
a shit show.
It was. All right.
I gotta be honest. I almost didn't call back. Then I texted my friend who's also a listener.
Oh shit!
And
sorry.
I actually asked her if she thought that Chris had a list.
Who is this?
And she said it's Nora, and she said no. And then she asked if we were talking about Seinfeld yet. So I thought, well, I got to find out what this Seinfeld thing is all about.
I'm gonna kick her ass.
All right. These questions are really good.
He just has a New England accent. Which never heard of the lisp being okay.
I think it's just because you're gay.
It could be because I'm flaming.
Well, you know, the microphone adds 10 gay.
That's what I've been saying.
That's Fabulous. Okay. Let me just look at these. This one says obscure details, so I'm seeing if they actually are obscure. Some of them actually are. Let's see. Oh God, that one's so. It was so.
I totally hate the softball question and totally stumps Chris.
What's that?
No, never mind.
Oh, John.
I'm ready.
All right.
My body is ready.
Your body is ready. All right. Okay. I'm gonna choose this question here. Let me just Seinfeld mania. All right. When Elaine visits the elderly woman with a goiter, who did the woman claim she had an affair with? Was it Franklin Roosevelt? Was it Douglas MacArthur, Al Capone, or Gandhi?
I got my answer, and I'll walk you through it as soon as Chris sent his in.
Chris sent his answer in.
All right, great. So my first thought was JFK, but it's not JFK. So I was kind of going with the presidential thing. Franklin Roosevelt, though, doesn't sound right. I'm not really sure that. I don't know if it jives. I'd have to watch the episode again to know. Al Capone makes no sense. Who was the second one?
There's Douglas MacArthur, and then the last one the last one is Gandhi.
I'm going to go with Gandhi because goiter is a thing in the Asian subcontinent.
Chris, your answer is FDR. Oh, John wins.
What?
It's Gandhi.
Gandhi?
It's Gandhi. I can't believe it.
Oh my God, no. This is two things.
Everybody's laughing at you, Chris. They're laughing at you. I can't. John, thank you. You knocked Chris off. Chris is gonna be fucking bullshit about this for forever. Chris is incredulous right now. I wish that you could see the look on his face. He is absolutely incredulous. Oh God. Chris needs a minute. He needs a minute. I
am very upset.
I can't believe you said FDR. That's crazy.
What with the Gandhi thing?
That's embarrassed that he lost.
John hasn't even seen Seinfeld. He hasn't even seen it. How did he win? He hasn't even seen it. We fight about it. He hates the show. How could he? Oh God, John.
Well, that proves.
That is why Chris is so upset right now.
Oh my!
Because he knows that I've hardly watched this show.
I am so angry. Of all people, to have John Cook to call in and fuck me on Seinfeld trivia is really a kick in the ass. Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah, I really bring that out in you.
Oh, Chris, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Chris, your lovely consolation prize is a nice box of stovetop stuffing and and a big bottle of Go Fuck Yourself.
Yeah, well, I'll be doing a lot of that tonight.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna go for the Hennigans.
Yeah, go for the Hennigans.
Ah, the Hennigans.
The Hennigans.
That was a good question.
That was a good question.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Did Seinfeld ever mention Ferrero Rocher?
Oh, we're gonna bring up the Ferrero Rocher stuff.
Wow, that's two fails.
Yeah.
You've had. Two fails.
How many of you guys have a podcast? I don't think even one. And I'm the loser. Idiots. So suck a dick. I'm the king. King Kong. I don't need Seinfeld.
I don't think that.
Idiots.
I don't think that's gonna sway anybody to your side.
Oh yeah, they're swayed.
I would like to just issue this. First, I want to thank Chris for being a great sport.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
John, great game.
Great game. And I'd like to challenge Chris to the Ferrero Rocher munch-off.
Oh no.
I'd like to take him on.
Little bitch be talking with his big words today.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Whenever you guys want to do that,
yeah.
The Unnamed podcast will be right there.
Whenever you're ready to be destroyed, John, let me know.
So how many did Chris eat last time? This was in the course of 2 minutes?
It's 1 minute.
1 minute, and he ate 8 of them.
How 8 of them in 1 minute?
In 1 minute.
I'm very fat, John.
All right. We're gonna do a.
Not really. You've been going to the gym.
Just to train for the
Skype
Ferrero
video
Rocher
call.
stuff.
I'm sorry, John. Chris was talking over you very rudely. What did you say?
We're gonna do a Skype video call.
Skype video call. All right. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'm very much looking forward to that.
I would love to do that, John.
I'm very much looking forward to that.
It'll happen.
It will happen.
Awesome.
All right, John. Thank you very much. Drive safe.
Have a good drive.
And yep, John is now the unmitigated king of Seinfeld, and you're not, Chris.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
How do you feel about that?
I wish I was dead.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See you, John.
Wow. Chris,
I'm seriously demoralized. Like the candy thing, that was a world record. I kind of expected to lose that. Did not expect to be served on Seinfeld on my own program.
oh man,
that was
on your
unbelievable.
turf. On your turf.
We're in my apartment right now. This is like my very safe spot, and here we are.
I'm gonna say it's a very unsafe spot. For
People
me
are
right
talking
now.
about my lisp. You know what I mean? I don't even have a lisp
is-
that I know of, so maybe I do have one, and my family's lied to me. There's just a lot of feelings going on right now that I really don't know how to comprehend.
Oh.
I'm just gonna rock in my chair.
Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. You're hurt. You're very hurt over this.
It's a very painful day.
And I mean, this is an awesome day for me because I think it's hilarious. It's good content for the show.
I'm glad that you're having a good time.
I am. I'm having a good time. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. You're not though.
You know what? You know what it sounds like when my chair goes back and forth?
I don't know. I think we covered that on a past show. We don't need. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you losing in a Seinfeld contest. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's me sadly masturbating. in the chair.
That is horrifying. That's horrifying. And I think the Ustream bot even just quit on us. So
Oh, good.
I think that means.
I think we've entertained enough of America tonight.
I think that means that it's time. It's time to. It's time to say goodnight.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is this from again? This is what? Nintendo Mario?
That is. Did you say Mario?
That's how I talk.
God damn.
Maybe I do have a speech impediment.
No, you're just retarded. It's Mario. Mario.
It's Mario. Fucking Mario Kart.
Mario. Ugh.
What is this? Super Nintendo?
This is Super Nintendo. Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah. That's Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo. Well, thank you to John for calling in twice.
Yeah, what a trooper.
Thank you to Joe Griffin who called in.
They both light up my life.
They do. Chris is gonna be talking about them for a long time. Tune in to see if Chris will ever win. You know what? I might actually use that.
God damn it.
The Unnamed Podcast. One half of the show loses at everything.
Yeah. I really cannot believe it. Like that. John always talks about how he hates shows like that. We get into huge fights about it, and the kid beats me.
Well,
on fucking Seinfeld trivia.
Well,
I'm gonna just eat a fucking huge pizza and kill myself tonight.
I think Rafa was trying to eat that pizza box that you got over there. Actually.
Oh, that old thing.
Yeah. Oh, that old thing. Literally, that old thing. Well, thank you again to everybody who. Thank you to everybody who
was dumb
listened.
enough to tune in.
Nope, everybody who listened. Thank you to John, Joe Griffin. No thanks to Sean Beadle, who didn't call in once again.
Yep.
You know, we've been begging for his call, but he just wants to fucking just keep cock teasing us.
Kid is probably high off his ass.
Probably, but well, so were you. But
yeah, well.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week, and thanks for tuning in.
Suck a dick.
You just have to throw